Hey, it's Chronologically Gaming, the only channel that's perpetually retro because we're playing every video game in order of release. What's the only way to find out everything about video games? Well, you play them all. Welcome everyone to August of 1982. We're playing everything we couldn't find the definite release date for, and we were last playing Peeping Tom. Oh wait, now what you think though? It's just the name of the game, has nothing to do with the actual Peeping Tom. We're going to go back first because something cool happened. Mongoose was a game we didn't get to load correctly, and I just saw recently in the chat Tim Gilbert's reached out to give me some help for it, and we had Punk Rock Biker give me a dump that actually works. So here we go. This is the Games Tape 1 version of Mongoose, again by Tim Gilbert's of Soft International at sometime in August 1982. We even had a little ditty. I think the ditty was there before, but if you remember this from the last time we played, this is a Snake variant, but the graphics, or the graphics set didn't load for us, but here it is. It's coming up now. We have apples. Yes, you want some apples? We'll show you some apples. Before, I believe they were the letter H. Okay, there we go. So now we're the snake, the multicolored fuchsia snake going around, got to eat all the apples. At the very back of our tail is a mongoose that's eating us up, so you just got to continue to eat apples and progress through the snake-type game. So there you go. It looks more beautiful than it did before. Actually, this one's playing better. It's doing what the normal snake games do. When I say I want to go a certain direction, it keeps going that way. This still is keyboard control only, so no joysticks. I believe we've only seen one game that you could use a Kingston or cursor-style joystick on your ZX Spectrum. This one is using 5, 6, 7, and 8 on the chiclet keyboard, and yeah, it's a snake game. So while it's playing slightly better, a nudge better than we played before. The other we played, we had to hold down the key to continue to move. Now I can just tap the way I want to go and run away from that mongoose. But there you go. That is Mongoose, played the better way than what we saw from before. Now let's continue on. After Peeping Tom, let's see what the next game is. Yeah, there are some good ones. Here we go on the Commodore, on the TRS-80 color computer. This is Phantom Slayer. I'm so excited for this. Phantom Slayer is awesome. I mean, it has Slayer in the title. Let's start with the box. Phantom Slayer has the eponymous phantoms on the front. Looks like something a cross between Lord of the Rings. This is from Med System Software, and I believe this box is the European box. That's why the color has a U in it. And it's by Microdeal and Tandy Corporation. This is the ad you would have seen in the magazines for the time, and there's the very different looking Slayer. You are the mutant, they are the mutant phantoms. You are the Phantom Slayer. Enter the deadly catacombs. It says that it's 20 bucks here in this ad, only 16K on cassette. Very nice from Rainbow. With an example of the screenshot, and there's the Phantom. Oh, it is simpler than this. So this one is probably the later, fancier one. And sometimes we get that. The ones that are preserved, or the box covers that you see online, are the really cool ones, the later releases. Sometimes I like to get the original just to show them all, but you never know. All right, we also have the manual for Phantom Slayer. Big shout out to Curtis for this one and his work. Check out his website too for a lot on Phantom Slayer. This manual came from that. Med System Software Phantom Slayer. Awesome. By Ken Kalish. So cool. Here's our loading instructions. Phantom Slayer is a chase maze game played in a three-dimensional maze. Every maze is different. Each maze is inhabited by an evil phantoms which can destroy you with a single touch. Your mission is destroy them before they destroy you. Now, when we play this game, when we boot it up, you'll see exactly what kind of game this is, but it's interesting how they describe it back then in 1982. We're going to be playing a three-dimensional maze. That's a chase game, is what they call this. The graphics in Phantom Slayer are a three-dimensional representation. You're occasionally given the opportunity to view the maze from above, but usually you must operate from inside it. Look into your monitor as though you were looking down a hallway. That's interesting. To move forward one step, press the up arrow, and then left and right turns you left and right. The back arrow moves you one step backwards. Moving and turning produces smoothly moving graphics on the screen, showing you a view of the maze as you turn or move. That's because it's machine language. Yes. Oh, that's right. You're already given the Canadian price, right? And yeah, Errol's going to go exactly with Curtis goes. I see you on that one, Curtis. Yeah. Just wait till we boot this up. You'll see how cool this is. Your enemies are in the maze are the phantoms. If a phantom touches you, you're destroyed. They always know where you are and will try to reach you the most direct path. So they are following the artificial intelligence just goes right to you. You destroy phantoms with a laser pistol. That's right, you're going to shoot things in the game. And it's from a first-person perspective. A first-person shooter, if you will. It will take more than one hit from your pistol to kill the phantom. When one phantom is destroyed, another is created to take its place. So it's inevitable. It's another, you're going to slowly die, or die eventually. There's never more than 3 phantoms in the maze at once. As the game progresses, the phantoms become harder to destroy. At the beginning, a phantom never takes more than 3 hits, but later they may require more. So when you begin shooting the phantoms, sometimes it's 1, sometimes 2, and then whenever they come back again, they're going to be having more and more hits. So once a phantom is destroyed, you have a chance to look at the maze from above for a few seconds. So as soon as you kill a phantom, if you're lucky enough, you can hit the D key, and it gives you a top-down view of the maze. It shows you where you are, the phantoms are. It's a 20 by 20 grid, and it's random every single time. So replayability there. Oh, yes. That's true. I'm sure it's a complete lie. We've always seen lies in the manuals before. Oh, yes. It's better than that. Better than Pac-Man with lasers. Your weapon is a laser pistol and a phantom detector, so we have a thumping sound a la Alien that's playing in the background. Your pistol's arm, pressing the spacebar, release the spacebar, fires it. So you hold it down and you have the cursor that shows up, and it auto-aims. There's an auto-aim in this game. The pistol's arm, you cannot move until it's fired, so you have to let go of the spacebar. It takes about 2 seconds to recharge, so you make sure you use that pistol when you can. The phantom detector is an auto tone, and you can change what distance you want. It's initially set to 4. You can go from 1 to 6 on how far of a range you want that detector to be. Regardless of the intervening walls, it'll tell you where the phantoms are. Changing the triggering distance, you can get an accurate reading of the distance between you and a phantom. There's also a green square, or the teleporter square. It's very valuable for an escape route. It's placed in the maze at random. If you stand on it, you can return to the starting point by pressing the Enter key. So just going on it won't work. You got to hit Enter, and then you get warped back to the center where you started. And I think you get a top-down view. Yes, that's true. It does say May, but I wouldn't mind if they hyped this game up. So you pick all the options you want at the beginning of the game, and then they give you some hints on the strategy here too. Because it takes sometimes more hits to kill a phantom, it's best to run away because you should be faster than the phantom, even on the faster speeds. They are the mutant phantoms. You are the phantom slayer. Enter the deadly catacombs and destroy the phantoms. Wield your laser pistol and attend to your proximity detector. One touch by a phantom is fatal. So if your first shot fails, turn and run. Phantom Slayer is a real-time game executed with full-screen 3-dimensional graphics. Ooh, sounds fancy. Let's pop in Phantom Slayer by Ken Kalish of Med System Software at sometime in August 1982. And this is on the Coco. As we said before, it is machine language. Let's do this. Yeah, I love on the chat. That's true. If you have the Phantom detect your distance of 1, it's going to be in one of the walls surrounding you. Yes. Nice opening. Now it goes into an attract mode. It's playing the maze, so I'm not doing anything right now. It's going through and showing you what it looks like, and there's the phantoms. When you begin, that's how you shoot them down, and let's go in. What maze do we want? Maze 1's a simpler maze, 2's a harder one. Let's go with maze 1, and then for speed, there's a training mode that has no phantoms to get used to it. So if I did training, you can see there's no phantoms here, and you can just move around to see how it works. Oh, creepy. And so there's the maze, top-down view. We're in the center, represented by the red screen. But look at this. Same engine we saw in Escape, already by Ken Kalish. Wow. It just breezes through. Now, Escape was more of an adventure game. It had puzzles, an elevator, smaller maze. This one is a larger maze, more complex. It's random every time you play. But now we have the action element. So this shows you how to go through and move throughout the maze. And then if you want to go back, we'll leave the training mode. We understand how it works. Is this the one that's going to go? Oh, yeah. So let's pick our maze type. Let's do a maze 1. Let's go with speed number 1, starting off first. And this is for real, so the phantoms are out to get us. Let's do this. So freaky to play this. Now, they don't show you where the phantoms are. They just show you where you are in the maze. I'm going to make my way over to the side. Got to go quick. I mean, look how smooth this is. And I have this hallway. Am I stuck? Yeah, nice. Okay, so I'm stuck here in the bottom or back. We don't hear any phantoms yet. And they haven't shown us where the green tile or teleport tile is if we need to get out. It's so quiet right now. Means there's no phantoms around yet. Oh, there it is. And he already got us that fast. I don't believe it. This shows you our death. There we are on the bottom left. The phantom snuck over on the left side. And we're already down. We didn't even get a chance to shoot. No hits, no kills, no score. You lose. All right, let's do it again. Maze type 1, speed 1. Even on speed 1, they snuck them. I can't believe it. Oh, not a fan of the genre, Victor. Yeah. This is the first time we've already seen maze games. 3D maze games were the craze of 1982. And we've seen the boundaries pushed for what they can do and how far they can go. We've seen Pac-Man as a first-person maze game. We've even seen maze first-person perspectives from role-playing games. We've even seen some adventure games that had the first-person perspective and even have a shooting mechanic, but it was turn-based, or it stopped at the action. This one is live, so the phantoms come and chase you. Oh, here we go. We got a long hallway. They can't sneak up on me here. There he is. Get him. Die. Shoot him again. 2. Yes. Okay, we got him. There's 1 down. So this long hallway, I bet I can get... I wonder if I can just camp in the back. Okay, here comes 1. Let's change my range to a little wider. Let's max it out. Okay, yeah, here he comes. We'll just back in the corner. Wait, he's not there. Where'd he go? Okay, he's getting closer. And the thing is, they're following where I am. So actually, I think if I hide in this corner, they're not going to come around because they're going to be beelining next to the wall. Yeah, let's see. So he's now following where I am. Let's see if I... And the thumping sound is so much like playing Alien. Okay, where is he? This is even more intense than 3D Monster Maze that we played on the ZX81. Where you have the giant dinosaur chasing you. Get him! Oh, he got us. Oh, man. Yeah, this reminds me of like it's a proto... Catacomb 3D, if you're familiar with ID Software's first-person shooter or getting used to playing, designing that kind of game. That's true. All right, let's go again. Maze 1, let's this time go speed 2. So now the phantoms move a little bit faster. You still have the same speed, really, really quick. Yeah, I give this one a notch above 3D Monster Maze. And that one was already a 4-star game. That was in black and white. This is the very first time you could play a color first-person shooter, and we've seen first-person shooters if you want to think of from the perspective of being in a ship. Oh, run! We're out of here. Now, he caught up to us. So there's 3 phantoms, and they're chasing us down. So if you can run away from... Yeah, you can see I got ambushed by another one. And there it shows the green tile, too, if you're able to get a teleport or a warp. Oh, yeah, very, very difficult to play, but so much fun. All right, let's go again. Maze 1, speed 2. They're really quick. I love this opening. He just stares at you and then charges at you. Gosh, freaky. Yeah, this is one of the first, and I can confirm, playing all the games so far, we've seen first-person shooters from cockpits or Battlezone variants like Strike Force on the TRS-80. This is, I am a person. I have no vehicle. I have no equipment except a laser, and I'm running around a maze, and I'm shooting my laser. He snuck up on us again. You have to get used to your phantom detector and the sound that you hear in the background to see where they're going to be or come at you next. No way, you got 1852 as the score. That's awesome. Yeah, we can't compare this. The only thing close is all the other 3D games, but as far as the shooting mechanic, there's only this game that's doing this. So this experience of going around on foot... Oh, that's too close. He's coming around the corner. There he is. Got him. Yes. All right, 1 phantom down. I'm going to listen. Oh, got another one. Yes. Got him. 2 down. So every time you kill him, it gets replaced by another phantom. So there's no objective. There's no exit to the maze. It's just how long can you last. You're kind of like a rat stuck in the maze until you eventually die. You just see how long you can last. Okay, he's getting too close. I'm going to go down here. Okay, we got a nice... And see, the detector stopped, which means the phantom is stopped. We're in a place where they're on the other side of the wall. Let's see if we can... Hey, come on. Oh. He's got to be around this... Yep, he's coming around this corner here. Not this way. Yep, he's coming around the right side. Because I think this is the... Yeah, I need to be able to lure him out of the side. I'm already seeing some votes for the games we played so far. Errol's going 4.5 stars for right now. Yeah. The speed of the game is the other big draw to it as well. The only other games we've seen play this well or this fast have been if it's doing a battle zone variant, taking place in a tank. But even just having this engine, the 3D maze, this engine works really well to move around in the 3D space. Okay, we got a long hallway here. No phantoms there. It responds really well. It's so fast. That's true. If first-person shooters are not your bag, I can understand. I would consider this a ranking above the other 3D maze games we played and the other 3D monster maze that we played earlier. So I would consider this one of the best computer games you could play up to this point, especially if this style of game, action, or genre is yours. This is intense. If this was a game that just came out in August 1982, you'd be playing this all week. And I'm sure you did, if you did have this game. There we go. Nice, Mikey. I love it. All right, so we got a pretty good score going right now. Let's keep going this way. Okay, dead in there. I'm not hearing anything. So the 3 phantoms are clustered up because they're following wherever your location is in other parts of the maze. There. They're coming. Where are they? So you can change my radar. Let's see, over here. Let's change the radar to 2. So they're not 2 away. Not 3 away. Not 4. Okay, they're 5 squares away, or at least one of them is. Where is he? It's such a funny contrast that we have a game that's so brightly colorful, but it's meant to be a horror game or scary game to play. Fighting phantoms. But you got these bright, cheery cocoa colors on the screen. Yeah, they're not over here. They gotta be down this side. Where'd you go, guys? No, they're not there either. I also haven't found the teleport tile to be able to use that one. So they only use the detector based on the phantom that's closest to you? I love how breezy you can move through the maze after playing other 3D maze games and having to wait. All right, I think he's close now. Oh! He got me right from behind. I can't believe it. Yeah, it's very hard to find. So there you go. The end has 2 kills. We got 3 hits. Oh, they counted that one's a hit. Nice. And you can see where the tile would have been with your score. Very, very nice. Love it. So for the very first color first-person shooter, or from this perspective, I consider this one of the best games you could play on a home computer thus far. It is a random game, so every time you play, it's a different experience. And because of that, the phantoms are also random, and the surprise of this is very reminiscent of the 3D monster maze we already played on the ZX81. Oh yeah, it definitely does need a remake, right? They could have done this easily. All right, so I'm going to say of all the games we've seen so far, it's a 4.5-star game. Not necessarily like the tip of the best of the best, but it's pushing it for the originality and because of how much fun it is. And it's definitely a better game than the other 3D maze games we've seen so far. That's true. That'd be so scary. We've already seen some games that go for the scare factor. Just turn the lights off. I know the bright colors seem like they'd be inviting, but they're not. And let's see what the next game is. Is also available on the Dragon 32, Phantom Slayer. This one looks and plays pretty much the same or very similar to the one before. Here's the box for the Dragon 32. In Europe or in United Kingdom is from Microdeal, one of the first ones that they did over there. And then for other artwork, we also have the cassette you would have popped in and the full loading instructions or the full paper on top. And this is not considered the remake. This is pretty much a straight port of what it's like. Let's pop in Phantom Slayer by Microdeal on the Dragon 32 at sometime in August 1982. And like before, we're loading in machine language so we can get smooth. Oh, do we need instructions? I don't think we had the option for that. Phantom Slayer is okay, it's the same thing we read in the manual. Nice. So they put the manual on here so you can read it. Very cool. So we've already read this on the TRS-80 color computer. It explains how you move around the maze, how you destroy the phantoms. Look at all that text. Oh, that's true. After you destroy a phantom, you hit the D key and see the view at the beginning of the game. I have to remember that. I usually am in victory mode. After I destroy a phantom, I forget about that. And it takes time to recharge your laser. Gosh, yeah, this is the whole thing. The Dragon 32 has the full instructions to how to play the game. Very nice. That's true, and it is slightly different with the keyboard. Yeah, good point. Now, it goes in the beginning like we had on the Coco. It's doing this attract mode. Let's go ahead and go right in. What maze type do we want? Let's go maze type 2. And let's go speed 3. Let's go crazy. Here we go. To the max. So freaky. Yeah, look at the maze, how different it is. This is the mode that it's going to take them a little bit longer to go through. Is that my... Yeah, there we go. All right, I'm ready now. Yeah, you can see same engine, same gameplay, looks and feels just like the color computer. Imagine over in the United Kingdom playing this for the very first time. You would be blown away. I don't hear any of the phantoms. They must be in another spot. Let's increase the range of the phantom detector. There is no strafing. That doesn't exist. All you do is move up, down, up, forwards, backwards, and then turning left and right, and that's it. This is also kind of a difficult game to watch because you, the viewer, watching someone else play the game, don't really have the full experience because it's hard to tell where you're turning and keeping in touch of where the maze is and what's happening. But as the player, you understand, I turned this way, and it makes a little bit more sense. Anybody home? I know there's 3 phantoms in here, but I don't see them anywhere. We have another long hallway. It's a 20 by 20 grid, so every one of these squares I walk across represents one of the 20 squares. Yeah. And for a game that's supposed to be so moody, there is no black. It's all bright colors of the Dragon 32. Yeah, the phantoms have to be holed away in a corner somewhere. Oh, got him. Die. All right, D. Okay, there I am. There's the phantoms. Okay, I see where they are now. Let's head to the right. Now we know how to do. Take this hallway here. No, then I made a wrong turn. There, I want to go down this way. And there should be one here. Where's my detector? Changing the range, but I don't hear anything. I barely heard the last one, and I got the range set for 5 right now. The default is 4. It'll detect them 4 squares away. It's probably because I picked a Maze 2 instead of Maze 1 like I was on the Coco. Wow. Yes, it does need to be playing. Well, the thumping is kind of the same idea. It's very reminiscent of Space Invaders. Like, making you feel it's your heartbeat. There it is. Oh, he's really close. And we're on speed 3. That's why the phantoms move very, very fast. All right, is he coming for me? Or I think we're just detecting he's here, but he's not following my location yet. No, he's not here. Where is he? So he's back this direction. That was 5 squares away, so he could be on the other side of the wall, too. The second maze is a little bit harder to navigate. This works so much better than the game Escape Ken Kalish made before this. It is worlds better. Go all the way down to the corner. Nope, nothing there. What a cool idea. And it's going to be a long time, at least I think it's going to be a long time before anyone tries this style of game again. We're going to see plenty of other 3D maze games, though. We've already seen a bunch in 1982. One of the smooth ones we saw was on the NASCOM. And there's going to be a lot more. I don't know where he went. Yeah, it's so twisty-turny that it's hard to navigate through the second maze. Man. Still, I say, whether you play on the Coco, whether you play on the Dragon 32, Phantom Slayer is still one of the best games on a home computer. 4.5 stars. Love it. So much fun. Yes, but maybe they were at the opera. Oh, man, so much fun. All right, so after Phantom Slayer, let's see what we're doing now. Yeah, I see Maze 1. Our next game is in the United Kingdom on the BBC Micro. This is Pontoon, and Pontoon is a card game that I've never played before. You can see right here, the front of the box, it's a card variant. This is by Superior Software. You need the 32K version of the BBC Micro if you shell out the cash. And there it is on cassette. Pontoon is kind of a variant, but not really a variant of blackjack. So if you're from the United Kingdom, you'd be more familiar with referring to it as Pontoon. I had to look it up because I wasn't familiar. And then this one has lots of versions. Superior Software was the one that we're going to check out, but I'm going to first do the one by IJK, which is a game called Pontoon. Now, Pontoon, we've already seen, it was on the Commodore PET in 1979. And I can verify that of all the games we've seen up to this point, this is the best way, or the best game of Pontoon. Well, I'm sorry, not this one. This is the IJK one. See, there you go. They're explaining how it works. The object of the game is to beat the dealer's hand, getting a card total higher than 21, or 21 with 2 cards. And you can choose to stick it, twist it, or I think it's bet it. Yeah, so there's no hit and there's no stay. It's stick and twist instead. And you're dealt the ace that will be adjusted with high or low, 11 or 1, just like in blackjack. And there you shuffling the cards for us. Very nice. So should look familiar. So what's our bet? Let's go all in. 50 pounds. Total stakes 50 pounds. We got 20. So we can deal, we can stick, or we can twist. Sounds very different than what we're used to in North America. Well, we'll go ahead and stick it. Your total was 20, dealer was 17, and they went over and we won. So stick means stay, pretty much. So that is the Pontoon experience. It's slightly variation of blackjack. And then the main one I wanted to show off was the one by Superior Software. So here we go. This is Superior Software's version of Pontoon at some time in August 1982. All right, how many people do we want to get? 6 people play Pontoon if we want to, but I'll go ahead and say 2. I'm going to be as Chrono, and let's go with last person in chat was Errol. Shuffling. Interesting. I don't know what's happening with the screen. It hasn't happened before. So there's the credit. What's your stake? Oh, you have a max of 10. Oh, that's boring. Okay, so Chrono will bet 10. What's your stake for Errol? We'll go ahead and do max 10. You can see what credit you have left. It deals the cards out. I have an ace 5, so about 16. I'll go ahead and twist it, which means hit me. And then, yeah, we'll go ahead and stick that. Stick it. And now Errol's turn. Errol's a 20. Oh, yeah, stick that. You'll be Pontoon fans in no time. So here goes the dealer. Dealer's still going. Yeah, busted. Nice. So we both won. Chrono wins. Shows what credit we have, and it loads that up. So you can play with 6 people. I don't know what the article / is going on. That is not part of the game. Something's up with the emulation on that one. It didn't happen before. But there you go. That's a quick example of what it's like to play Pontoon on your BBC Micro. Of all the games you can play up to this point, we played lots of blackjack in different ways, and this one is a variation of it, and it's doing what it's supposed to. It's doing it very well. I'd say of all the games you could play, it's not a bad time. It's a 2.5-star game. 2 stars would be the bad, so I'd say 2.5. Yeah, it's basically blackjack. It's a card game in the banking family, if you're a card game aficionado. And I can verify, of all the games we've seen so far, Pontoon is the best way to play Pontoon. This one, by Superior Software. Of all the Pontoon games out there. Okay, Victor's thrown out 2 stars. It's kind of like even if this is the best version of Pontoon ever, I mean, you can't give it 5 stars. There's much more better games you could be playing on the home computer front. Errol's going 2.5 or so. Yeah, I'm with you there. All right, let's see what our next game is. Heading over to the Commodore VIC-20, again in United Kingdom. This is Quakers. Here's the box for Quakers. This one is a shooting gallery, kind of like Carnival on the unexpanded VIC. Don't need any memory for it. With an example of the screenshot. This one's by Rabbit Software, developed by Interesting Software, Thomas Kim and Jimmy Huey, at sometime in August 1982. Well, yeah, the glitch was the emulation, which is strange that it never showed up before until I did the live stream. You never know what happens when you go live. Oh yeah, Ken Houston's Blackjack was this year. That is the best way to play Blackjack. I verified that one. There you go, Thomas Kim and Jimmy Huey, and we're in. Did some speeding up because this is tape to play. We have some Carnival music, nice. It doesn't play or feel as well as Carnival. If you think of the one on the Atari VCS that you could be playing right now, but it's essentially the same idea. Oh, if I can aim between the... Oh gosh, there's a timer. So what do you think? Is this interesting software? After playing a color first-person shooter, all other shooters just won't feel the same. Oh, good point with the sound. Yeah, multi-voice. Nice touch. In the time we get added up. Wait. Have a turtle? Do you get bonus points for this? Oh, you do! And it just goes back and forth faster and faster. So it split up the carnival or the amusement park with a turtle, or a random turtle going back and forth. And so you can crank the points. Very quaint. Now I want to know what else is next. So there you go, level number 1. Very nice. And we're back again to the music that will nauseate your parents. Or possibly give you nightmares. You know, if you're scared of clowns. Alright, so there you go. What you saw is what you got for Quakers. Of all the games you can be playing on a home computer, it's subpar. I mean, it's about... I'd say we played better games than this. Smoother games, faster games. And as far as shooters go, there's a better example out there. I'm thinking around the bad range. 2 stars, maybe 2.5, if I was wanted to be generous. But because we've already seen plenty of shooting galleries, I'm going to have to go 2. 2 stars for Quakers. I consider it a bad title because of that slower tile-based movement. And whenever I'm playing with the joystick, it is using the joystick, but I couldn't go back and forth as fast as I wanted to. Oh, that's true. Multi-voice music is a good point. Yeah, that's right. The music is better than Rat Race. I agree. So if you wanted to play the loop song for a few bars and hear it on your Commodore VIC-20, go for it with Quakers. But as far as gameplay goes, there are better titles you could be playing. And if you think of all the games on all the home computers too, we have heard obviously better on the Atari home computer. All right, there you go. That's Quakers. Clear the screen, and we got the cutscene. Very nice touch. And we have already played Carnival by Sega in the arcades, and we've already played the home versions up to this point. As far as all of the shooting gallery games we've seen, there has been 25 games that I've verified we've played so far on the channel. I think this makes number 26 if you're counting. All right, with that, let's see what our next game is. Time to go back to the Coco. Here is the Realm of Nauga. The Realm of Nauga was part of Chromaset's Let's Give You a Cassette Tape and Play a Lot of Games on It. So here is the title or the front of the Chromaset. And you can see they have some information of the game, Nauga instructions, and then there's an example of the screenshot. But we have the full Chromaset magazine so we can read what it is. If you go down to the bottom, it says, "Go into the Realm of Nauga. Have fun as monsters chase you." Question mark? Well, you search for the King's Scepter. There are 3 forests. You enter through a door. In these forests, you'll find arrows, a key, healing, rope, magic, a sword, a boat, the door, and monsters. To remind you of the things that you read in Nauga instructions, here's a Nauga nail sketch of the commands. Oh, so you have to know the commands. You move with the joystick, and then you use the red button to pick up objects and use doors. 1's to sword fight, 2's to shoot arrows, 3 for magic, 4 for status, and then written here. Was this written by you, Curtis? Because it shows you all the symbols that you'll see on the screen. Like S means it's a sword, arrow is the arrow, and then it shows K is for key, D is for door, because you're going to be seeing just the letters whenever you go into the game. Yes, I'm with you on the last game. We don't need a timer in there. Yeah, running out of bullets is just enough. That's all we need. I also have the archived copy of the Realm of Nauga. We're just going to pop in the first one and play by Thomas Stevenson, by Chromaset at sometime in August 1982. So this one has instructions that you can load before, and this isn't new. We've seen this before in games. It's in basic. I'm going to load up Nauga instructions so you can see the full story and lore. Oh, it wasn't me, so someone else on the scan must have put it in there. Welcome to the Realm of Nauga. So there you go, Thomas E. Stevenson. Way to go, Thomas. Enter for instructions. So this is about what Nauga is, what your objective is. Draconis Draconis. The habitat is a forest 3 in the Realm of Nauga. The traits of Nauga is they're immortal. They're slowed by arrows or sword, but they can't be killed. The Nauga breathes fire, is carnivorous, possesses magic, the ability to transport itself from one area to another. And so there's 3 different forests in this game. The first forest has monsters that will chase you and bite only. Forest 2, the monsters will chase you, bite, and shoot arrows. And in Forest 3, the Nauga's there, and it will kill you. He is extremely fast. Why are all the enemies out to get us in 1982? We got monsters, we got phantoms, and now we got the Nauga. No monster, including the Nauga, can move through trees or water. Good to know. Monsters will fire projectiles through trees. You cannot. If you're in a tree or in water, the monsters can't see you, therefore they will not fire and move randomly. You may enter trees only if you have the rope. You may enter water only if you have the boat. Everything you need can be found in the forest. So you're going to be picking up these items in the forest. Yes. If it is children, they will be very terrifying, yes. And yes, this is a real-time game. Check it out when we get started. Magic is not an exact science. You have one of 3 things that can happen. Wait, so you just say magic and different things happen? It might freeze monsters. It might transport you to another section of the forest. It might move you to another spot in the same section. Very scary. So to enter Forest 2 or escape Forest 3, you have to obtain the key, go to the door, and press the red button. So there is us. We are represented by the $sign. Finally, I get to be a $sign to play a game. S is sword. There's the bow, arrow, rope, boat, healing, magic, and all these letters you'll be seeing on the top-down view. And we move through the door, find the key, and then there's the Nauga as in. M's are monsters. And there's the forest areas. You can enter 1 screen at a time. That's an interesting map they showed there. So we move around with the joystick. The red button, the joystick picks things up and uses the door. And there's the keys we need to remember to use. Oh, 0 is to heal, if you have the healing spell. And continue. It's even more real-time than Gateway to App Shy. Because Gateway to App Shy was using commands on the keyboard, to turn left and turn right. This one, you actually have a joystick to move around. There's increments toward your choice of direction. To pick up articles, you must be directly on top of them. And they give so much information. You're a lone adventurer now entering the kingdom of Volmar. You find a note that reads, "To anyone who here, I, King Thomas II, offer 1/4 of my kingdom for the return of my magic golden scepter." That's what we're going after. We got to get the golden scepter. We're not going to kill the Nauga because it's immortal or invincible. You go to the palace to speak with the king. He tells you the scepter is in a forest, in Forest 3. So we begin in Forest 1. You got to make your way to Forest 2 and then 3. In the realm of Nauga, you may take no weapons. Do you accept this mission? Yes. The king gives you a box containing 2 magic spells. He's not sure what spells. He wishes you luck, and the royal wizard transport you to Forest 1. And then it loads the game. Every time you play this game, it is random. Now, they're going to be randomizing a few things on the screen, so that, again, replayability. Character's name, we are Chrono. Skill level, oh gosh, impossible. Not going for that one. Let's go for not easy. We won't go all the way easy. We'll go not easy. Oh, that's right. I'm sorry, not Gateway to Apshai. We haven't seen Gateway to Apshai yet. I'm thinking of the other Dungeon Quest series. The other Apshai series games. So this has RPG elements in it. You can see they're giving us strength and location. We have no arrows. Oh, we didn't get anything. They're rolling the dice to see what we have, and we got nothing there. And we're in. So I'm represented by the $sign. I move around very similar to Warren Robinette's Adventure, but this one is, I would say, slightly less as impressive as Adventure because of the elements and the size of the map. So we can go over here to the H. Everybody remember what the H was? You use your button, red button to pick it up. Got it. And the S was our sword. So now I have a sword to attack with. Let's move on through the forest. Found some rope. So we'll go down here, pick the rope up. I can move in 8 different directions. Got our rope. So that means if we have the rope, we can go in the trees. Yes. So I can use that to hide, I think, from the monsters. Or maybe only the Nauga. And then we go over on this side, pick up an arrow. Just one here. Let's pick that one up. So we have some inventory, and we should be able to fire the arrow. It was 2, right? 2. Oh, we need the bow. That's right. So I can't fire it till I get the bow. Let's head over to the left side. What's our next screen? There's an M. That's a monster. He's not moving toward us, though. I'll just let him sit there. You can hang there, monster. If you remember the map they gave us in the instructions, the grid is, I think, only 6 far. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that was the monster. And if you ever want to check your status, you can push 4, and it shows, yeah, our strength went down because a monster just hit us. It shows the location. We have 2 arrows. Shows what items we have, too. All right, got it. Let's go up here. Can we hide in the trees? I think we can. That's interesting. So then what's this M here? This monster has a different color. I wonder if he's a friend instead of a bad monster. So it's a slower paced action game that's giving us some elements. It's not a true adventure game. Oh, here we go. We got an arrow in the there's a K, so we can get the key. Now that we're in the trees, I can sneak by, and we got the bow at the top. Let's go get the bow if we can get around the monsters. I don't know if we can. Okay, got the key. Now we need to find the door, which was represented by D. If we can, then we'll make our way out of the forest and into the next area. Oh, really? So then what's the other M? I should have picked it up if it was not another object. All right, we got this one. I really want to go get the bow. But if we could find the door, then we can get out of Forest 1 and then move to the second forest or the second map. All right. Oh, I was on it, but I didn't pick it up fast enough. I'm going to have to lure the monsters away. Yeah, that won't work. And there's the healing spell. Let's see if I can pick it up without the monsters getting me. Yeah, it's not as smooth of an experience as Adventure or some of the other top-down games we played. This is running in BASIC. It has a little bit of machine language, and you can tell by the speed. I'm moving just trudging along, especially when other enemies come in. Got the bow. Let's see if we can use it now. Oh, I'm too close. Those guys are catching up on me. Let's go down here and then try it now. What? The bow went through? The bow went through one monster. It works, though. So now we can shoot. Did you notice the arrow is just pointing up the entire time? It doesn't even point toward the other monsters. I've played worse. I'll just tell you that I've played worse. So I consider this still, I'm having a great time in 1982. Considering the other games we played, I'm looking at you roguelikes that are random and way too difficult. This one has light role-playing elements to it and keeps it fun and fresh. Here we go. Arrow, die, yes. Okay, so we got another monster guarding another heal down here. And we have the key. All we'd have to do is find the door, represented by D, go through the door and go to Forest 2. And then you carry on your merry way. You continue exploring, adventuring. Oh, we reached the end. Fire! I think I'm out of arrows. No! So the monster continues to hit me. We're losing energy. Can we heal? Nice. There's the heal spell. Has magic to it. And I think we can sword fight. Yeah, let's do sword fight. The sword fight didn't work as well. Our wounds were critical, and we've once again died here on Chronologically Gaming. Oh, that's true. The very first Rogue, like for home computers, has not come out yet. We have not seen Rogue yet, as far as like roguelike adventure games. But we have played better games than this one on home computers. This one's still a noble attempt, but the slower speed of it, and because it doesn't have as many elements or complexity of the other games we've seen, I'm going to have to go a little bit lower for this one. I'm just going to consider it average, honestly. Of all the games you could be playing on a home computer, it's pretty standard. It does give you a lot of fun. It has something to shoot for, an objective or a scepter to find. It has items to pick up. Yeah, I'm going 3 stars as well. Kun and Manly Stranger. Oh, it dropped down 2.5 stars. That's true. And just bear in mind, the Commodore 64 is just off the shelves. It's brand new. And so all the really amazing Commodore 64 games have not appeared yet. But the Realm of Nauga is still something to be desired, and you'd have an okay time. That's why I'd say 3 stars. Perfectly average for 1982. There we go, 2.5, 2. Oh, not fun? Yeah, slower paced. But you can still get some enjoyment from it if you enjoy these kind of games. Fun's going back and forth. Yeah, 3 is fair. Oh, that's a good point. When it was written earlier. But as usual, the Coco, sometimes the releases are pushed back, and they don't get them as soon as they were finished. All right, so there's the Realm of Nauga. Let's see the next game. Time to go to Japan. This one is the very first release by Hudson Soft. At least the first release that I could ever find. And this one's really difficult to pin down because we couldn't find all the artwork for it. This is Reverse. All the artwork is what I mean by this is there's really no box found. So I found an amalgamation of different things that Hudson Soft did on the Sharp MZ series of computers. This one's the Sharp MZ 700. So this is one of the boxes, but most likely you would have been seeing the version of BASIC they made on the Sharp MZ systems. There was no BASIC installed on ROM, and so other companies made their own BASIC. So here we go. This is Hudson Soft's BASIC, and another example of the cassette tape you'd pop in on the MZ80B or the business model on Sharp system. And there's another one, S-BASIC too. So the actual box of Reverse, or what Reverse is, there's no artwork for it. All I found is examples of BASIC that you'd be playing to make Reverse work for you. All right, so let's pop in and play some Reverse by Hudson Soft at sometime in August 1982. Oh yes, they did a ton later. So here we go, first game by Hudson Soft, at least the one that I could pin down. And we're going to load this sucker up. How do we want to play? I want to be white. What is Reverse? Why, it's short for Reversey or Othello. I'm white, so I'll go 3D. You've taken one of my pieces. If this system looks familiar than the other systems, the Sharp systems are going to look really close to the other computers we've seen so far. The only weird difference is it doesn't have any BASIC or anything in ROM. All right, let's go ahead and go. Oh, that took a while for him to do his turn. Let's go with 6C. So it's yet another Reversey or Othello variant on your home computer. And there it is. The Sharp home computer is thinking. Oh my gosh, yeah, they're going to be so important in a few years. But here it is, the very first beginning of Hudson Soft. And this line of computers, or these other ones in Japan, there are, of course, tons of other computers that we're not showcasing, and tons of other games we're not showcasing, just because either they're not preserved or they're not easily able to be played like this. I don't know who else is clamoring to play this on a home computer, but because we play everything, here you go. It's Reverse. A game that may or may not exist, actually, because I can't find any other information for it. Even on other Japanese websites, using the text in Japanese to search on Google, I still can't find a lot of information. Like, no one's found the box or preserved it. Okay, so we're up again. We're not doing so good. Let's go 3F. Taking 2 pieces, so we're ahead right now, and then the computer is thinking. We're thinking. The reason I loaded a save state for this game is because you have to load an entire cassette of BASIC first, which takes about 5 minutes. After you wait 5 minutes, then you have to load the game, which is on cassette, which takes another 2 to 3 minutes. I think this one's smaller, though. The size of this one, I think, is 1.5 minutes, but you just had to wait a long time for the loads. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're going to go out of business, too. I mean, who does a game like... Everyone has Reverse. Big deal. Of all the games you could be playing right now, Reverse is not impressive. There's a lot more that you could be playing out there. For the first showing of Hudson Soft, they got a lot to show after this. I'd say of all the games we've seen so far, I'm going to go 2 stars. It does play reversey, but we've seen better, much better. I still argue that Othello on the Atari VCS is the best way you could play right now. Check it out. We had to use the coordinates, too, like the other games. Oh, Curtis, there you go, 2-2. And if you wanted to play on the Sharp MZ series of computers, and there's a lot of models of the Sharp MZ, this would be the only way to play this game. So you could merit that. But other than that, let's see what the next game is. We're back on the Dragon 32. This is Scarfman. If Scarfman looks familiar, it's because we've already seen it on the TRS-80 in 1981 and on the Coco in April of 1982. Here it is in the United Kingdom. And this one has several different boxes. This is the one they had later by Microdeal. Scarfman is another Pac-Man variant done in low-res mode. And there's the box of the first one on the Dragon 32. Look how they describe it. Arcade game, race around the maze, avoiding the red monsters. For 1 player, joysticks optional. Just boring. Boring front of the box. And there's the example of the cassette to pop in. Oh, that's a good point. And in television, too. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, that was intense. Yeah, the Reversey or Othello games we played, I haven't calculated the total number we've seen so far. It's around 20 to 30 different games. And we're just beginning. There's going to be a lot more of those. So Scarfman, there it is over there. We've already played Scarfman. We already know and have experienced Scarfman. It's an all-right Pac-Man variant. It runs briskly. I'd say of all the games we could play, just like on the Coco, the Dragon version, we're going 3 stars. So I'm not going to do a full spiel of Scarfman. It plays pretty much the same thing. Oh, that's right. This is available to play on 4K of RAM, which is insane. Yes, and the minimum, yeah, the minimum of the Dragon 32 is like 16K, right? Or there's better other 16Ks out there. Yes, I don't understand why it was ported. Maybe because other people in other countries wanted to experience Scarfman. There are better Pac-Man games to be playing on other computers in the United Kingdom besides this one. All right, so after Scarfman on the Dragon 32... Yes, if you want to see more footage of us actually playing Scarfman, check out the Coco one. It's essentially the same game. All right, let's see what our next game is. We're back in the United Kingdom still on the ZX Spectrum, and here's Seekey. Seekey? I'm not exactly sure how to pronounce it. Here's the box for Seekey. Obviously riffing on E.T., which came out earlier in the year. I believe April or June is when the movie came out. And we already have a game or front of the box like E.T. Not to be referenced with the other E.T., which we haven't seen yet. That gets released at the holiday season, the one you're all thinking about. And we have 2 different versions. One that comes out later in the Netherlands by Soft in 1984. We're going to be checking out the first one in 1982. This is by Nigel Stewart. Published by Bread Hill Software at sometime in August 1982. We're in. I don't know. Can they sue if an alien finger touches with a kid's finger? But here it is. We're playing Seekey on our ZX Spectrum, which means I'm using, again, the 5, 6, 7, and 8 numbers. And I'm moving around as the blue person on this on the maze. All I'm doing is going over the chests and picking up keys. It shows what level I'm at and how many keys I need. The keys are collected down at the bottom, and we do have monsters that are chasing us. So it's kind of like we're playing a Pac-Man style game, but no dots to pick up. All it is chests and keys. This moves... Wait a second, I can't touch the walls? Is this like Berserk? I'm not supposed to touch the walls either? I was very surprised. Oh, you never got to use it? Well, you haven't lived until you've pushed down on the chiclet spongy keys of the ZX Spectrum to control your character. There you go. Way to go, Nigel. We have a little ditty to start. This game looks like and makes me think of we're playing a game on the Commodore VIC-20 rather than the Spectrum. All right, now I gotta be careful. Don't touch the walls. And every time I pick up a key, the level number goes down. Oh, and that's also bizarre. It's controlling where I'm not touching anything right now. Once you pick the number or the direction you want to go, your character continues to go that way. So this is very trouble. Wait, why did I die? I don't know why I died. Now I'm even more confused. This is the title that doesn't get a lot of love. I'm kind of understanding why. Yes, right? It does look like the ending of Missile Command. Come on, Nigel, show me what to do. Maybe we have to keep picking up keys. Avoid the green monsters, pick up the keys, don't touch the walls. Or now I'm thinking that it's not because of the walls. It's because I didn't pick up something fast enough. But your character controls, I'd say worse than the Commodore VIC-20 whenever you play these kind of top-down maze games, because it continues to go in that direction and you have to use the next direction. Okay, got another one. Maybe I should just keep picking up keys so I don't die. But because this one isn't documented, I don't have the paperwork to know what is happening or how the game runs. I don't know why I'm dying. Please tell me, Nigel, why? Let's see what happens if I go on the black. Uh-oh. The black makes strange sounds. Okay, I got another key. We got 4 keys. Looks like I can do one more and I'll finish level 1. Right? All right, let's see what happens. Let's go over here. Can we go through the door to level 2? No, we cannot. Oh, are the monsters picking up keys too? I'm looking at the middle where it says, yeah, level 1. It says now 5 keys. What does it all mean? What does it all mean, Nigel? Yes, maybe we're supposed to die because you're supposed to not play this game. We are seeking for the keys. All right, we got 2 left. I can go to get the keys down here. Let's see if we can do the rest. But I haven't died yet, and I really haven't done anything different other than pick up keys from before. Very bizarre. And there you go. We died because the level 2 keys went down. Game over. Yeah, the control also brings it down because we played other games like this, but not to its fault, there are games that don't have documentation of how to play or what to do, and Seekey is one of those. So I'd say of all the games we've ever played, yeah, it's down low. It's between broken and bad. I'm going to go 1 star. Of all the games you'd be playing on home computers, think of all the home computers out there. There's so many better ones that you could be playing. Still fun to be able to hop around computer to computer and check out everything. That's where we got to end the show this evening. Hit the pause key, hit the break key. Next episode, we answer the question, what do you get when you combine Berserk with Warren Robinette's Adventure? That's it for today, and like I always say, if you have to make a video game idea, it's okay to copy people, but if they make 50 versions of the same game, it's time to make up something new. Hey everybody, thanks for checking out the channel and joining me on my quest to play every single video game in order of release. We'll be streaming live every weekday at 9 p.m. Central, so join us and let us know if we missed any games along the way. This video would not be possible without Launchbox, RetroArch, and MAME. Tell all your friends there's some crazy guy named Chronologically Gaming trying to play every single video game. We have links down below that'll send you to places like our Discord and Patreon, and one that says all the video games we've ever played. If you go there, it's a list of everything, and you can click right to the game you want to see. Chronologically Gaming is the name to look for. We are perpetually retro, and we will catch you next time.